Have you ever wondered what it takes for people to stop hearing God's voice? Not because God stopped speaking, but because their hearts stopped listening. Imagine an entire nation going through worship every week, offering sacrifices, praying, singing. Yet God looked at all of it and called it empty. Then he delivered one final message, one last warning, and after that, heaven went silent for 400 years. No prophets, no visions, no new revelation. What could cause such silence? The answer is found in one of the most overlooked books in the Bible, the book of Malachi. And surprisingly, its message may describe the church today more than we realize. Israel had returned from exile filled with hope. They rebuilt Jerusalem. They rebuilt the temple. They restored worship. Everyone expected God's promises to unfold immediately. But years passed. Nothing changed. Foreign nations still ruled them. Their struggles remained. Their prayers seemed unanswered. Slowly, faith turned into routine. Hope became disappointment, and disappointment became spiritual apathy. They still worshipped, but their hearts had quietly drifted away. That was when God sent his final prophet, a man named Malachi. His name simply means, "My messenger." We know almost nothing else about him, because the message mattered far more than the messenger. God begins with a surprising declaration, "I have loved you." Instead of gratitude, the people questioned him, "How have you loved us?" They forgot their history, forgot Egypt, forgot the wilderness, forgot exile, forgot restoration. They only focused on what God hadn't done yet. Their disappointment blinded them to his faithfulness. How often do we do the same? We remember unanswered prayers, but forget thousands of answered ones. Then God confronted the priests, the spiritual leaders. Instead of honoring him, they accepted blind animals, diseased sheep, lame goats, animals nobody wanted. People offered God what had no value, then expected his blessing. God asked one unforgettable question. If you offered this to your governor, would he accept it? Everyone knew the answer. No. They respected human leaders more than the Creator himself. Their sacrifices exposed the condition of their hearts. Not worship, convenience, not devotion, obligation. The problem wasn't only at the altar. Homes were breaking apart. Marriage vows meant little. Promises became temporary. People abandoned covenant whenever it became inconvenient. Yet they still expected God's favor. God reminded them, faithfulness matters, because covenant reflects his own character. When people treated marriage lightly, they revealed how lightly they treated God himself. Then came another confrontation. Will a man rob God? The people were shocked. How have we robbed you? God answered, by withholding what belonged to him. Their giving became optional. Their trust shifted from God to money, ironically. They wondered why heaven felt distant. Sometimes the greatest obstacle between us and God's blessing isn't his unwillingness. It's our unwillingness to trust him. Then God exposed something even deeper. Their conversations. They had been saying, serving God is pointless. The wicked are doing better. Obedience doesn't pay. Nothing has changed. People still ask today, why do dishonest people prosper? Why do evil people succeed? Why does following God sometimes feel harder? The same questions existed thousands of years ago. God heard every word. Yet even while correcting his people, God gave them hope. He promised a messenger would come. Then, the Lord himself would appear, not only to judge, but to purify. Like fire refining gold, like soap removing stains. God wasn't ending his story, he was preparing the greatest chapter yet. Then, nothing no prophets, no visions, no new scripture.